So this is our first attempt making canned lamb stew. We've cleaned out our nice new veg jars, we've prepped some veg, we've got some lamb coming and the potatoes. So we'll start canning. We're just splitting our lamb between the 5 jars. It's quite lean cuts of lamb in there, and we'll distribute that with some potatoes and some veggies. So our jars are all nicely layered now. We've put a bit of salt in the top and we've left a gap of about 1 inch at the top just for any movement. We'll be filling these with boiling water, again leaving that 1 inch top, and then we'll also put a spatula around the edge just to get rid of any air bubbles or big pockets like you can see here, just that anything that's going to affect the pressure. In the meantime, we've got the canner already on the stove, heating about 2 inches of water, ready for these to go in. Just filled these jars up now with boiling water, again 1 inch from the top, and now we're cleaning all of the rims with vinegar just to get rid of any residue or debris that had stopped the cans sealing properly when they go in the canner. So these are our cans all sealed and ready to go in. We did just stick a wooden spoon down there just to make sure there was no air bubbles, and then topped up any that had lost some water due to air bubbles. So now we'll go and put these in our canner. And now we're just going to put the lid on, and we'll be hanging on to this until there is a slow and steady constant stream of steam coming through. And once that's coming through, we'll time that for 10 minutes before we put our weight on. I think we have this constant stream of steam. We'll be leaving this for 10 minutes before we put the cap on, ready to start our 90 minutes and trying to get our pressure up to 11.
This is my vegetable stock that I've had simmering away all morning. This will be going into soups. Obviously I'm going to strain all the bits out because I just want the juice, and then I shall can that up. It's got all manner of root vegetables and all sorts: peppers, carrots, onions, garlic, the odd beetroot, all sorts, cauliflower like the stalks, there's squash peelings, that's had a good couple of hours of simmering and he's ready to be strained. Down a little bit. These stringy bits of onion tops and garlic tops. They add lots of colour and flavour. All this will go on the compost. Now in the jars, I've got 5 1 litre jars in the canner. That's all that fits to time. It's that's starting to heat up. Put the lid on that and then let it get up to start steaming and do all the appropriate things for the pressure canner. Still got a bit more to thing. I'm probably going to get at least another 3 jars. I shall find something else to go in the canner to make the space up. It's looking lovely. I've been making apple and blackberry pie filling for crumbles and pies. It's went a little bit, ended up with a bit more than I expected, but there's 3 1-litre jars there, and then in the canner there's 10 half-litre jars or 1 pints. So I was expecting to get about 10 little jars, which I thought would make 10 nice little sort of desserts for me, but I ended up with more than I thought. But yeah, they've yet to go in.
So here's our kind of tomatoes that we've chopped and prepped. We took all the green out and we're just softening them over a high heat for now.
Not freezing tomatoes.
So here they come through into the tomato crusher, so you can see we're just pressing the pulp through the top and it gets out all of the juice, and then the leftover pulp that's discarded comes through the side just here. The pulp then goes back through a second time just to ensure that we have got all of the goodness out of it, and there we go, there is our tomato sauce coming through, and like I say, just pushing that down through into the crusher. In this vat here, we've got all of the jars that have been prepped and sealed, and they're going in for their boil now to can them and seal them. We've got a batch here that we did last night, and this is the next one going on. So then some of them who were on the top layer, as it was our first, some of the water boiled off. So because I've got room in here, they're just going to go in for a second boil. And I'll put a tea towel on the top of these to hopefully stop some of the movement when it's boiling, so they don't smash. And we'll have a second layer. We will get it to the boil, and then they'll boil for an hour and cool down before they're ready.